Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Caesar XP. You get the XP. And yeah, welcome to another one. So for this video, I'm doing a 12th gameplay of Minecraft. And if you haven't watched my previous gameplays, then go check them out. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So how are your viewers doing today? Hopefully you're doing great, because it's time for some Minecraft.
The beach is the only place where they get along. Now, imagine them getting along for a week straight. If you took that trip early on Virgo, you could save over $530. That's the way to get in. Cover after the way clear prices, real people.
I think I'm gonna craft a new
It's at John Brown Chevrolet or shop online at johnbrownchevrolet.com. Records are things, okay? When it comes to really, what matters
ready to go,
is
Steve?
waiting for you. No matter what you're facing, honor law, built to win. Then honor law, win for you. Sports Final is cheaper and better. Right. The only game in town,
Hey, I'm gonna craft a new. Yeah, I'll just craft new armor. No, bring that back on.
Wednesday starting at 7 on Fox 2.
I wants to craft new. Well, the chest plate is okay.
We made chili and we also have some curry. Really gonna be like no, not sticking again. So
For the latest highlights and stories, just click sports at fox2now.com. St. Louis responded after their 18-game win streak was snapped against Rhode Island. The Twins are making a new statement at home. Brought to you by Mr. Home Shakespeare at the site of the biggest 8-7 game of the season. The crowd fired up soon. At VCU dominated in that first half. A slam there by Michael Bell. The Rams off by 12 at that point. Except you have a
You got me a significant amount. Well, let's go select some more.
And then Avila is going to carry it after 3. The swing is 10. The Pelicans are at 20 to 1. And how about this play? Daniel Brown, the great sitting on the out of bounds. They went the right, and it's Avila. 4-3 once again. A 13 points to advantage. They'll get blitz. Slow wins 88-75. Outscoring ran 55-33 in the second frame. More scoring double figures for those. How about the game for Delphi? 16 points behind steals, but Coxley, Avila struggle all the 13. St. Louis 25-2 for the first time since 2013, 2014, and most importantly, they're in full control top the A10 standings. We knew the game wasn't over. We got down early, started off with a bad stretch of them first. I think they got off to a 11 start. So we kind of dug ourselves in a little hole. But like I said, we fight. We're going to continue to fight to the end of the game. So we're able to finally get stops, get rebounds, and be able to get out of the transition. Convert offense. Let's do it. Let's do it. Very in their favor. We've been in the second half too. Just made those adjustments. I just did it. I just put myself there. I'm up here, down, and just have a make sure we got the physicality back. With BCU, they're going to be super talented, but they're going to be disciplined and tough, physical, and they were. And it was everything we thought. They took us to a level where we were able to raise our game. There's a physicality to match it, and found a way through. The next couple of American games we played on our favorite station, starting with Tuesday's Blue Clash against David. Hours on a station. St. Louis weather begins at 6 p.m. The middle games equal to go to 6 in Super Ripple Way. Colonel College basketball game with local interest on Saturday. Another tremendous chance against Newbury to pass the resume at 28 ranked Arkansas Blueout Carolina right here on Fox 2. Right here with you. Yeah, let's see. Back you. It's at 7. Yeah. The Cardinals getting things rolling with their spring opener Saturday afternoon. They'll see the Nationals having a schedule for the start of the first game, and you have to wonder if that's a thing in there. Look at slow one, several young or experienced Cardinals expected to play the as a season. Make sure the thoughts on the team is
Something though.
But I like the way much open the better. I think
Oh,
that's
in-
much Danica or.
Oh, and in my last gameplay, so in my last gameplay, I know if your viewers watched my last gameplay, then you probably know that I came across a third village. And for those that are new, for those see, that's the third village. And there's the second down that way, and the first this way. Like I literally can see the third and the first village just from over here. Like it's just a miracle how I find 3 villages in in 20 in 12 gameplays. I literally find 3 villages in 12 gameplays. How does that sound?
Macy's One Day Sale has thousands of incredible deals on trendy junior denim, lightweight comfortable jackets,
Alright,
and so much more. And don't miss bonus days only at Macy's One Day Sale and Sunday. Flavors that feed your fancy. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oriental, stay playful. Sharing their locally. The job is easy for our customers. Lots of other things. Why we're never winning sales and in the hearts of our customers.
Getting to the everyone I encountered during my car buying experience were the definition of professionals.
And during the Subaru, a lot of people get special movements on selected Subaru vehicles.
I experienced the concept of Subaru with Macy's times, honestly, very tempted to shoot themselves while more people are joining the Sunset Hill Subarus and not those things about competition.
It's down here.
Durability, but ours has one ownership. And it's not the.
Yeah.
They'll be doing our.
No.
Texas has financial guidance. I know, right?
That's the way I came out. Oh, and it's getting dark. It's getting dark. We have to get there.
At each and that, we communicate because we care. You see, go home. You need to pull the dark. Without that position, the H&M on wall will show you fully satisfied. H&M exteriors done right every time. You can have a beautiful smile in just one day. I will give you a full set of custom decks, starting with under $250 and up. Call me today. I will give you just smile that's right.
We can look at the look outside at Western University. Quiet and but we are within a pretty cold temperature this morning. It was quite chilly.
Maybe it's great. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, my co-worker today is this morning we haven't going on around next to hours. I just one of our coworkers. I think we were big distance in a photo from one coming down there, and it looks like in the roof line I could see a little bit of a light coating, and the driveway like in the cracks and crevices had a little bit of snow build up there.
Okay, now I have to.
So basically wildwood.
Oh, oh my God.
So that's
Yeah, you're not coming in my house. You're not.
as well, probably the burst of light snow won't last long. From Alton down to the 70 and the 70s, sort of loop there. And by the 60s, some pockets of light snow. There's not expected to test on this, but it's going to morning kind of on and off. And you might see dusting or coating on elevated surfaces, decks, your windshield, things like that, or your car gets parked outside. 20s and 30s if you're heading out the door early this morning, so it is certainly very cold.
Just want to sleep.
Things like that. That's maybe it's based in rain, which is just a powerful project all right now. Right.
Yeah, I needed a bow. I can't just rush the witch. It will come at me with splash potion.
For five that doing something, but I think it's possible this morning, like, down the school station, into the reactor.
Still a little hot, it's pretty simple, it'll take things like my leg. Shoot, lots of extra protein.
It was a 6-3 decision.
There,
As
and then
a
a lot more protein, a lot more here.
Is neighboring, is a boy taking.
Finally, I can sleep.
All you ideas that have been ripping us off for years.
That's like, no seasoning, no salt, nothing.
President Trump broke the law when he imposed sweeping tariffs last spring under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, or IEEPA. Chief Justice John Roberts said, quote, "The papers did not vest any part of the taxing power in the executive branch." President Trump said he'll use alternatives and said he'll sign an order Friday imposing a 10% global tariff under executive law.
First thing we go see
Ah,
Democrats and Congress are praising the ruling, saying the tariffs have driven up prices in finance and people businesses. Has been $100 billion reflected from the tariff.
The companies that pay these tariffs are entitled to a refund.
John Chuck is right. The move is likely to be enhanced. But campaign with the kudos to the disabilities.
He says that the listeners that.
Still in my room. Products like the drink. The office I'm not here. And the business that we are thinking of doing, it's probably the president. I was thinking about we used to have this whole neighborhood where it's influent product of the it's just feeling me. It's feeling the same decade. They felt every excited I'm just like they get one. Yeah. More and lot. They got was odd, caused me. Well, her
days. And the increase in cost is line. Charge a lot more for this customers, and I think it's really hard to this.
And since they're on the health of any, I think that hopefully this virus is just, going natural have a high, and the gap, yeah, this way is really successful point. But I think the thing that they're not saying that they think goes higher, like, okay, they're using them stuff, and you can be five minutes, and that's it. They're investigating, they're looking for and they are also working to see the board has now brought up to $200,000. This meeting got free for dollars, and you see acres. Savannah got free. Restrictions on Arizona, restrictions on warning. So looking into resources are still Illinois Governor Judy Whitaker is saying that he supports free learning in classrooms. Educators, students, and state leaders should private school today to advocate for these students. It's like the multiple teachers and full students and purpose.
I've talked to educators. Evidence about last week. And I talked to parents. Tell me that one of the miracles is being circumcised. Here's one of it. So, it's educational environment possible, and frankly, it's just.
I think I can make this.
They're just.
Yeah, it didn't really look. That didn't look like I was gonna make it, but I did.
Teacher calories like the problem of record and the teacher they phosphorus.
Oops. You don't want to fall in there.
Being fired, but I heard it was worn out, but he's got my breath. This is fucking what it's like. Doctor, a prairie cardiovascular. I've got a heart failure. They walk me through it, make a plan, and now I'm back to that. If I do surgery, go back to prison. If you do it in your heart, the plan to your faith.
The two would say, but you don't really need to define that about you. All of a sudden, they just get these experts, I'm just glad you're not the deal. It was amazing, but it isn't even next to me. Until I locked his out. That's right, son. Just like, I said, we're good.
The motor coach, if you're going to a sports team, how about a wedding party? Convention shop. And the Alligator Blessing. Look at the type of transportation there is. The Alligator Pipeline. Providing the most. There's a lot of, I mean, as public transportation service. Yeah, well, I see for Mondays and Thursdays. Nothing about us lines.
I'm sorry.
See what's this. See what's this down this way. You chicken. You did. Sort of beach-like. Beach-like area.
You can leave it for just $3.99 per month. $3.99 per month. That's the
56 years old. 56 years old.
Oh, zombies.
I'm like, cut, pretty nice, no. It's particularly at this point in time, but there's a little bit of a loose still, I guess. Yes, but regardless, so through, this little worse than what actually is happening, but the snow has overcome the drier at the surface, and some of it is making it through. So we have snow.
What's that? What's that up there?
A coating of snow on the roof lines in Lavity there. Made it to, I had a report from my grandma in Chesterfield.
Goldberries. Oh.
Including like what I'm starting to see on the photos of mother death on your death at home, on the living and ground, some of the snow. I'm not expecting accumulations to where it's going to impact the road that is snow. Are in the 20s.
So,
I'm looking at down. Well, yeah, today, she will be at the afternoon, so that we're. We're looking at. A little bit of light rain and spring, so the child was seeing it. Overnight will be coming breezy tonight, and through the day tomorrow, we're going to have another long day. So temperatures don't make it too much of a freeze. I think we'll make it 2 degrees, but also below freezing.
now forget. That's nice. Okay, good. Yeah, have my water. Come get it. So I should be able to at least fall down deep holes without dying. Because I mean, I need at least something to land on, or else I will die. What in the is that a zombie horse job? Oh dear.
Looking really good. A few night showers.
And my sword is already lost about so I can tell. Jesus, you just saw that? That arrow just bounced off my shield and actually hit the skeleton. That was actually kind of cool.
I see why.
Doing this way.
Just it's a little shaken. I think they're all hot sauce a little shaken.
Oh.
We should be using. Chicken's better than I expected, but that's better than I expected. Like it's bad. I watch some rainbow yogurt. Sweet church's chicken. You're supposed to start with it. This one,
That's just the best.
this is great chicken. It's spicy. It's definitely spicy. I'm sure it's just hot sauce. It's taste of the tender. This felt like one because those fast no ideas.
Hate spiders. So, no, it's literally just saw a creeper right there. Hiding behind the trees. And that's a miniature zombie. Great. Eat these little peckers.
Seen that before.
And try to gain some resources. I mean, the resources that they drop be useful.
Just look at that approach. Years of experience, that's exactly how on the law approaches PhD tests. Focus.
Yeah.
It was busted in the pressure. The church is stable.
Oh.
But I have done thoughts too.
About being in the morning, Leo Riley Auto Cars and Series prepared for intense action today at Echo Park Speedway. The race will start at 4 on our super station. St. Louis 11, the CW. Summer is taking a look at some of the drivers expected to contend for the win.
You know, I want to try to. Ah,
As I hope people, I'm to get through the, make the.
okay, like literally, this shield is what's keeping me is what will keep me alive.
And the fact that up here, and can do. That's right here. Sandpaper style. I'm showing you how to properly.
Okay. Well, let's come back down this way.
Day 2 on 29 more. or get T over APR for 60 months. So those 100 deals stay. It's your goofy job, exciting sale. For the first time ever, we're offering free insurance.
Uh-oh.
Your hometown's a 50 it's getting your money back.
That's right. Folks call it.
Okay, I need to get back to the village because my. Or I need to at least get to a crafting table so I can craft me a new sword. I mean, craft me. Okay, wait. I can just duck into the second village, into this village. I don't need to go to the first village. Come on, Caesar. It's your head. There, the village. This village has crafting table. Any village has crafting tables. Come on, help. Come on, you help.
The largest audiobook sale you've ever seen.
Come on, help me out. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Stay early on Turbo and save over $526. After wait is 30 days. Turbo, live early, live safe.
There's gotta be at least a crafting table somewhere in these houses.
If joint pain for the deep for joint lack of life, retail medical group can help without the expensive risk of surgery. Regenerative treatment has solutions with age-related wear, arthritis, or injury by restoring soft skeletal tissue between your joints.
Yes, get it.
Our doctors offer a
Yes,
natural
get
path
this.
to reduce joint pain without surgery, drug dependence, or long recovery times. See nationally recognized specialists now located at 141 in Iowa. BlueTailMedicalGroup.com. That's BlueTailMedicalGroup.com. I don't know, one day, the interesting, we went since weekend, we're talking about Sterling and now author David Archuleta. He sat down with our Patrick Clark for an interview on Friday afternoon, that they're talking about what is in his book, that's titled Without Moving Like the Finest.
Give myself salmonella.
Within pressures of fame, I mean, the.
Hey, let's craft a new sword. Sorry, but I need to get to a crafting table. Is there one in here? Come on. Where?
Really nice. Even if it was windy and warm earlier, so that was really nice. But yeah, now we have windy we're gonna go up there and hopefully it's first, are in the 20s and low 30s and we have snow bumpers, like so there is not expecting an impact, but this is something I have to learn. Bring it over to thank you for joining us. We'll be back here at 9.
So we're gonna thank you, get down in food from Hancock States. For 4 years. So something was the long-term job.
No crafting table.
Anyways, 20 years. I have medical center.
There goes one of my wolves. Like some visa.
February 20th, 22nd, out of 52nd.
Our line is super crispy and fully made with beef, water, and salt. No preservatives, no sugar, no carbs, really no.
So let's look in the third village. Or, just go back. Let's go back to the first village.
Right now, you can leave the
Foundations, if it's in the meeting days, or the professional. It's 0% until 2039. It's a subdivision of about 50 best eyes and better for only $39. Same day appointment. 2 pairs of no blind bifocals for only $79. Ready? The same day.
Hello, I'm Dr. Nick Bond, consultant with the Rocket. Rock, you get in this called stabbing pain, numbness, or burn education. Living with American psychology, painful conditions, to help eliminate our concern from the real living, non-invasive, non-clinical care. For a limited time, we are offering $60. That's a $300 savings. All more things that we were working today. I think that's even if you could do this, kind of stuff around that. Really, that's done. So, same thing down and that's for seafoods, opening pasta, something for everyone to enjoy. I love that the days when you guys can do this. It's showing like, hey, it's very almost got. Well, that's basically, also be the most inaccessible. On the planet, you travel a thousands of islands, spread out of one of the world coast, but yes, these creatures showed up. Of the solid immunity. Well, research that would be remote and virtually impossible if any part of the machine becomes much more accessible. Well, Rob and Farland spends his days here researching and
Really have to.
remote locations. So this is our aquarium, Center for Marine Science. Well, this is incredible, man. And it's such a remote location. I am not expecting a lab like this. Well, then you think, what's the vision for this lab? And
Oh, and I want to show you yours, or you probably have already seen it, but this is what I look like. What do you viewers think? Okay, let's.
As well, one of my favorite animals in the ocean, the devilfish, otherwise more properly known as the manta ray.
All right, let's go.
Was established by the biology. That report shared with the Manta Trust, one of the largest research groups in the world dedicated to manta rays. Around 6 months a year, Rob will head out each day, but the mantas will only come past this island when conditions are just right. We come to Fiji right when mantas are just starting to migrate this way. What are the manta rays doing here? Why do they come here specifically? First of all, it's a great place for their food to master plankton. Plankton is split into 2 categories. You've got phytoplankton, which is your plant plankton, and you've got your zooplankton, which is your animal plankton.
Phytoplankton bring the energy into the ecosystem that then get eaten by the animal plankton, and that's what the mantids are feeding on.
This essentially it looks like this is three axis of funnel. Is that what you think? Concentrating on three things you can switch to. All the men have to do is continue here and the food comes from there. There you go. This is like a terrain right for like this. Very good. Let's put it in. This channel is really strong. So we drop in with our snorkels and drift along quite quickly. It's apparent right away. Conditions might not be what we need. While there's some plankton in the water, there's also a lot of sediment and algae floating by, which means it's not ideal for the mantis to feed here. Fortunately, it looks like conditions just aren't going to cooperate. On more ideal days in the past, researchers here to focus on how mantis interact in big groups.
You can start to study their social behaviors and social interactions between themselves. You can start to get an idea about population size. You can start to get an idea about population dynamics. And then if you're able to collaborate with other projects in nearby areas, you might be able to start to work out migration patterns and then generally build better pictures of what's actually going on there.
Although they may look the same from above, mantis have unique markings on their underside, like how humans have fingerprints. Photographs and video, Rob and others can keep track of each ray that comes through the channel. After spending considerable time in the water, the mantis just didn't show up. But that doesn't mean our time wasn't well spent. Well, Rob, after many days of searching, trying to manage the tide, the current, the availability of plankton, unfortunately, we did not see any mantis, not for a lack of trying the last few days.
We didn't get to see them, but it was still data collection. The conditions that we got over the last few days, we logged them, we didn't see mantis. That the information about the dynamics, about what's going on there.
You know, that's a great point about science. Unfortunately, even a negative result is a result and provides more information for the data set. Well, listen, we appreciate it, man, and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Coming up, we see the challenge of working to restore a remote Hawaiian island. Then off to Virginia, where drones are giving researchers access they never had before.
At Humana, we believe your healthcare should evolve with you, and part of that evolution means choosing the right Medicare plan for you. Humana can help. Hi, my name is Sam Davis, and I'm going to tell you about Medicare Advantage prescription drug plans that can provide more coverage than original Medicare, including prescription drug coverage, all wrapped up into one convenient plan. With original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits, but you have to meet a deductible for each, and then you're still responsible for 20% of the cost. Next, let's look at Medicare supplement plans. If a service is covered under original Medicare, then a Medicare supplement plan pays for some or all of your Medicare deductibles and the 20% co-insurance, but they may have higher monthly premiums and no prescription drug coverage. Humana Medicare prescription drug plans include medical coverage, plus prescription drug coverage, with $0 copays on hundreds of prescriptions. All plans include $0 copays for covered preventive dental services, vision coverage that includes vision exams and a yearly allowance for eyewear, and hearing benefits that include routine hearing exams and coverage for hearing aids. You could get $0 copays for in-network preventive services like primary care visits, mammograms, and prostate exams, and there's worldwide coverage for emergency and urgent care when you travel. Plus, Humana also offers Medicare Advantage plans. Plans have $0 or low monthly plan premiums, and there's a cap on your out-of-pocket costs. Humana also has Medicare Advantage plans for those who have been diagnosed with a chronic health condition. Call or scan the QR code now to learn more and receive one of the people in your area. Humana, a more human way to help you.
Oh, God damn it.
In palm trees, trees, beautiful beaches. These are the classic images that come to mind when you think of Hawaii. There are 8 main islands that make up Hawaii. The one in Skill has to be a different history than the rest.
They've got a 20 millimeter HH right over here. Lots of crab. It's been those scraping in this area.
The Ho'olawe is not your typical Hawaiian island. Portions of the ground here are still covered in fragments of old military ordnance.
This is a rocket motor for 5-inch aircraft fired rocket, mostly during the 1940s and 50s. You also have a projectile, a 50 caliber machine gun, and a 20 millimeter.
Military took ownership of it and used it as a place to train and bomb all the way up until 1990.
At one point, the most heavily bombed, if it took 160 days or so, this island was bombed every single day. Everything except chemical and nuclear weapons were dropped here.
The Ho'olawe was turned into a ranching island where at one point around 15,000 goats decimated many native plants. After centuries of destruction, many parts of Ho'olawe were left dry and barren. When the Navy gave the island back to the state of Hawaii in 2003, it designated a free zone. Tier 1 means the surface is cleared of potential unexploded weapons. This makes up around 61% of the island. Tier 2 means the surface was cleared and around 4 feet below the surface was also cleared. This makes up only around 42% of the island. That means 25% of the Ho'olawe is considered uncleared. This portion is off limits to bombs that is still too dangerous. The only way for someone from the general public to come here legally is by vote, which one of the groups in charge of preserving the island. We came with the Ho'olawe Island Restoration Committee, or PERC.
Our mission is to manage the island's reserve. Our job is to educate the volunteers, which is the public, to bring back what our mission is back to their own communities. So they can teach people about Ho'olawe and educate people that can't come out here.
We've been fortunate enough to come to Ho'olawe at the same time as a local cultural group. A 3-day trip over here isn't the sightseeing one. It's volunteering.
It says they're too console.
To help build this island back up.
Oh no.
Paul Yashino is one of the crew members leading the different stages of
But
restoration.
why did I still get hurt?
The Ho'olawe covers over 28,000 acres. Up here, every little bit of help counts.
The goal is to try to increase the native vegetation coverage to slow down the rate of.
It looks like killed the horse.
2007 was continue there. We've increased double by about 60-70% in 12-year period. So it'll take a while.
Things don't happen overnight. Getting anything done takes lots of preparation.
It's very remote. It's hard to get things here. It's hard to get people here. Sometimes the weather won't cooperate. There's no paved roads, there's no stoplights.
It's not like we can say, hey, oh, I have to forgot something. I gotta work the whole people. You can't.
In order to do this work, the Kirk team has converted old military buildings into a base camp where staff and volunteers
Nope.
stay.
No, why did it run through him?
Like out here,
Idiots. Idiots.
The worst, not the problems or the difficulties of working out here, but the challenge of it. How do you overcome it? Things that are put in front of you.
Not through.
coming up next, Paul showed us how they overcome the challenge of growing plants in areas where you're not
Literally about to die.
Planet, go to explorationStation.com.
It's too high.
The cable transportation ownership, so people know a plan this car should protect them for 5,000 cars in system. And to see it. An out of warranty car is gonna break down eventually. Right, which is why they need a plan through car share. Best of all, you'll get access to car share's concierge service. We can even help you find a mechanic near you. Another fine change poor guy, he doesn't even know what's coming. Another victim of such as this, to prepare was, can't save them all.
Swear.
Should have to end this way. If he can just call Car Shield before his car will be. Secondly, Car Shield has an A rating with the Better Business Bureau, was voted America's most trusted auto protection company. It's time to call Car Shield now. Call the attorney at 625-5138. The secret is out. Lots of younger-looking customers across the country. Flexiter is one of the most sought-after anti-aging products available today. Influencers love it, magazines speak to it, and people just can't get enough.
Those miniature zombies.
2025, Flexiter reduces the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and those dreaded under-eye So yes, you can reduce younger minutes, and it will last 4 hours. No surgery, no gimmicks, just results.
Look at this one under eye bag. It's gone. I tried it all and then I got stuck there and it's happened.
The best news in this super inflated economy, you can try Flexibert for only $14.95 for each shipping.
You have no choice but to eat rotten flesh. It's gross. That's gross. Senseless.
Admission fee, delivery fee, stocking fee, and installation. No, that's not my department. With Empire's Home Floor Advantage, we have clear all-inclusive pricing, no surprises, and installation is on your schedule.
Call it visit EmpireToday.com and get the whole floor advantage. Sworn displaced, devastated by military action. One of the biggest challenges on Koholave is that around 86% of the island still has not been safely cleared of old military ordnance below the surface. When digging is not only own plans requires a little innovative thinking. In this spot, Kurt started assembling circular mounted rocks. Dirt would get blown around and collected in the middle. Then they'd add a little soil, compost, and start to run irrigation lines that feed rainwater.
Overall, we estimate our survival rate is 85 to 90% establishment of the plants. And besides the plants growing here now, you get the seeds growing, you get the seeds spreading. Downwind, you get growth plant.
Isolation of the areas on Olave means plenty don't happen every day. Over time, nature takes its course.
You're not gonna see it within the next 1, 2 months or the next year, but you will see that change over time.
I walked this trail since 1980 or 1981. And it would still be there if we together didn't put out the first pile of rocks, laid out the first plan.
It's never going to be easy. For the people who grew up here in Hawaii, this island is part of their culture. Restoring it is a deeper meaning.
For years and years, the island of Kolawi was used and abused. It's trying to stay part of Hawaii that some of us might have remembered when we were young. It's a place where people can come and give back the land.
Restoration's gonna take a long time, it'll be generational. I've been at this for about 18 years now. We're just scratching the surface.
This island that has been so desecrated, that has been, it's full of trauma and revived. Take that, what you need here, and apply it to your regular life. To move in that space that supports your growth, supports your Ohana, and supports your community.
Next, off the Chesapeake Bay, see the viewways drones help access remote locations. Considerations paid for by all.
So put on your shoes, you can't help but read it. Blue has three sketches, Bob for God, sports focus, just slipping and go. For every fifth sold, the sketches makes a donation to help after the show. They've already helped save over 2 million.
No. Go to cashnetusa.com to apply for the money. It's one of the most important waterways in the United States. It's home to a massive ecosystem on the East Coast that is dependent on
Winch.
the Chesapeake is enormous, and getting to many parts of it can be a challenge.
And
For research,
oh, you really gotta shoot. Oh, if you well, that's a problem if you can't shoot for stuff. On what your shooting have to be so bad?
as they're done
Oh,
like
why is your shooting so bad? No, 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 we're easily, no, we're already on the razor's edge. Edge, because you're shooting so bad. Because you weren't getting near, or getting.
fertilizer just like every other plant. So which
Well, you can't use your shield against her. You can't use your shield against splash potions. It's about to use my bow and arrow. Oh, what you miss? I mean, if you're fending off a witch and you're using a bow and arrow, you can't miss. And you cannot miss. And and we're already on a razor's edge after just fending off a witch. Just a witch.
what is your research telling us about these fungi?
Species, but given concentration, is not a real problem. And so what we're trying to see is, are these different species shipping in different areas? And this is really important for areas like Chesapeake Bay.
So this is very serious, very important science, but I feel like you maybe have a little bit of fun with it too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that inside you should have to go away. But across the Chesapeake Bay, drones have allowed researchers better access into challenging areas. Coming up next, you'll find the bidding they need to build supports for unique perspective. You're watching Exploration Awesome Planet on Exploration Stations.
A neighbor tornado swept it down. Flat in the Port of St. Louis, with the fire, rocket, and
We have some protection. All right, we're going back in. All right, I'm going back in.
Get a call, I got our website.
It's one decision, so practice, and over time, that makes huge change. I'm Ryan Pate, founder and CEO of Twelfth. Starting out, I just want to build something that making homemade. It's healthy breakfast that tastes good enough to still to
Where's my wolf?
knowing that each path represents some warning. It represents a good decision. That's really what I mean.
Get your. No. I was going for my sword.
Trust talk. Only one related to the crossword talking about Rams talking. The most powerful light gas lineup in America. The by American our train living for it. Built to no stop. Proven for grateful for Rams line. More than one word for thought. Nothing stops Ram. So you listen to purchase and get 0% finance for 6 months. Or get 4,000 blind folks cash allowance. You can go into the season.
Oh, God.
Our healthy tips for a new bike.
Senseless.
Structure and take positive grit in the drinks. Simple moderation. Give your heart a healthier future. Love your heart. Share the love and learn more at hhs.org/heart. It's Watson's Big President's Day event. Shop it for an additional 20 to 30% off Watson's sale prices. And stay ready for 70% off all of you.
Yeah. Actually, stopping. No, I'm trying to regain health. These zombies attack me.
Central vision and yeah, all great. Plus, we have final everything in my
Flash. I mean, I wish I had brought real food with me. But no, I'm stuck with this crap.
Ladies, this is team and resources to help you. You can buy your house on your timeline in 7 days or 7 months. Whether your house is in good condition, you can move that move out. Operate a solution to help you. The house is 314-904. That's 314.
No, you don't want this, really. Okay, come on.
After the interim, we tell hundreds of families to get it right.
Yes, they are. 75 years. That's the end of the extensions. Building right. Science researchers like Tyler Messerschmidt are studying places that are difficult to access. Today, I've come to the Chesapeake Bay. Join me for a day on the water. Alex, so where are we going out here?
Well, if you're looking at the coastal forests that are slowly dying back and becoming what we call ghost forests.
Ghost forest, it's pretty ominous.
It is a pretty ominous term, but when you see them kind of over our shoulders here, it does fit the bill.
Ghost forests refer to forests of trees that were growing normally until salt water found a way into the roots and killed them off. This is known as saltwater intrusion. In the Chesapeake Bay, it's happening because of sea level rise. How are you tracking and monitoring these ghost forests?
So we're using the drone technology and we're flying over the top of these forests and we're tracking individual trees to see when they're healthy, when they start to burn out, when they get unhealthy, and when they. The drone really allows us to get a bird's eye view and to track individual trees, whereas before you would have to send like an undergrad out there and they would be marked tree after tree. It would take hours. What they used to be able to do in hours, we can do in 20 minutes.
That's pretty impressive. Today is a perfect example of the type of work Tyler will come out here to do.
We're taking photographs, and then when we get back into our office, we stitch together all those photographs into one really big photograph. And then what we do is we go through and we pick out trees that have or are brown, and then compare them to previous images.
The drones have been a game changer to observe how fast certain coastal forests
Great.
can see.
Same thing is both.
Oh, these miniature zombies. I hate these little.
Chesapeake Bay.
I hate these little knobs. I don't like. Die, you worthless. Die, you worthless little knob.
It's important research continues, and thanks to a little help from the air, you're understanding more than ever before. Whether it's a tiny island in the Pacific Ocean creature,
It is remote, but we have the privilege of
a place isolated from the outside world, or locations that become too
Zombie villagers.
Williams was the first black male voice in the Senate in over 2 decades, who's worked to reform the criminal justice system and treat individuals who were wrongly convicted.
I thought there was an opportunity to do something that hadn't been done in a long time, that was address police accountability. We're very proud of not only working towards building the trust between law enforcement and the communities they serve, but also providing a path towards freedom.
To hear more of the conversation, tune in to In Focus this Sunday at 9:30 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. All right, heading outside to see how the weather's shaping up this weekend. To get another check of your Saturday Weather on the Ones forecast. Just Michelle clouds have continue to be on the downtrend. And today, from our Harvard Chattanooga, will be in the 40s, low 40s, and same thing from Avalon to St. Louis.
bold enough to come back and do more. Previously, on systems. People did all the people just have those restrictions from everybody. Yes. We won't talk to the same person about things, so my hope is that maybe she'll come. I'll see what I can do. People capable. And then that after myself, and I expect you to do the same if you're gonna stay in the I can say. I was sexually responsible. And it was, everything I wanted it to be, I'm glad, I was hyped, and I just wanted to make it. And one of them can be named freestyle areas, named freestyle halftime, and named 1,500 names, so you figure. Everything's like another short memory. Not crazy. You know, you get, basically,
You spilled my wolf. Stepping off here. Get back to the coverage.
We understand the importance of trust. Our Washington University radiologists and technologists professionals in mammography and interpret
Alrighty, that does it for today's video, and hopefully your viewers enjoyed it. So thank you viewers for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification button so you don't miss any newer uploads. And if you have your suggestions on what I should play for my next gameplay, leave a comment and let me know. Alright, so for this 12th gameplay, it's your boy Caesar XP signing out. Peace out.